I want you to think through what your message would be right now, because people are attracted to a concept. When I wrote Person of Interest, all the people who wanted to be people of interest were attracted to that. When I wrote $1 Million Follow-Up, all the people who need to follow up better were attracted to that. When I'm writing the new book, Flip the Switch, about activation of prey drive, the people that need their prey drive activated are attracted to that. And I had a business coach at 27 years old who said, before you become known, before you become famous, always position by concept. What's the strongest concept you have? Think of the favorite book that you've ever read. Think about the concept that you were attracted to. The Power of One More, Good to Great, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Relentless, Flip the Switch. These are concepts. People are attracted to the concept. When I was sitting on the back row one time, I think about my wife, because my wife came to one of my workshops at 30 years old. She had never been to a self-help workshop. She struggled with drug addiction from 21 to 24 years old. She had never read a self-help book. She dropped drugs one day cold. I did not know her during that period of her life because I was married to basketball, man. I was married to one thing, winning. And at 30 years old, her company, Verizon Wireless, sent her to one of my workshops because they told her she had some potential. Go see this coach. And she sat on the back row and she took notes like crazy, and she kept looking up and she took notes, and she walked right up to me afterward and she said, man, I need to meet with you. And she was really pretty, so I said, sure, step over here. I'm like, I'm available right now. I'm just excited to see a woman. I've been married to basketball for 10 years. And you know what she said to me? She said, I think I have some talent and potential, but nobody has ever helped me with that talent and potential. Would you help me? I helped her quit her job that she hated. I helped her start a catering company. My wife is now writing her own books. She's got a book called Living with a Monster, about how you live with a driven person. We're doing couples retreats. She is now managing all of our real estate. She's raised 2 beautiful kids with a 3rd on the way in 3 weeks. Can I get an amen on that one? She is now manifesting her potential. And it all started with me speaking life into her and me believing in her. And she was attracted to a book I wrote many years ago called This Ain't No Practice Life. I tell people she paid $50 and it's still the most expensive workshop I've ever done. When you're thinking about this concept, here is a structure that I use. Because people come to me for speaking, they come to me for coaching, they come to me for writing. Some of the top people on this stage that have been over here the last couple of days have gone through our school of speaking and coaching, including Cody, and taken that concept and put it out into the market. And I keep refining this formula. Here is the structure. Number 1, you start with an action you want people to take. Do you want people to come to a webinar with you? Do you want people to purchase insurance from you? Do you want people to come hear you? What do you want people to do as a result of you speaking? You don't start with the problem or the concept, you start with the action. What is the action you want a person to take when they hear you speak? I want them to be inspired. I want them to sign up for something. I want them to join my team. I want them to go to the next level. Number 2, you find a problem that people would pay money to solve. Money changes hands when problems are solved. The bigger the problem, the more money people pay to solve that problem. Does everybody see that? What is the problem that you solve with your message? Think about when I write books, I only write books because I'm frustrated with something. I wrote $1 Million Follow-Up because I watched how people followed up with me. I wrote Flip the Switch because I said so many people need to activate their prey drive. I wrote Person of Interest so people could learn how to become famous. It solves a problem. Once you have the problem, now you can go back out there and you can say, okay, Let's invite these people to something. Let's invite these people to something. What do we want to invite them to? Nate, what do we want to invite them to? Roger, what do we want to invite them to? Cody, what do we want to invite them to? John Wetmore, what do we want to invite them to? What do we want people to come to because they need an opportunity to come to something? To hear you talk about this solution to their problem. We call that the opportunity meeting. How many of you grew up and your parents had Tupperware meetings in the house? See, Mama was a hustler. My mom worked at the shirt factory by day, went to nursing school at night, and would sell Tupperware on the weekends. How many of you had a mama like that? I watched that woman grind. I watched her push. I watched her strive. I watched her dream. I watched that woman teach me how to work. And she was always inviting people to something in the future. Hey, come over here with us, right? We invite people to the opportunity meeting. Once they get to the opportunity meeting, we always over-deliver. And we connect with an audience. You know where real connection is? Real connection is in being vulnerable. Real connection is in telling the whole story. Real connection is when you talk about the worst parts of your life. Because everybody's had a bad day. Everybody's fallen down. Everybody's tried to get back up. Everybody wanted to quit. Everybody has had somebody be negative toward them. See, that's where real connection with an audience comes in, is when you not connect to their mind, you connect to their heart. You connect to their spirit. You connect to the deepest part of their nature. Remember, body, mind, heart, and spirit. And you offer them the chance to go deeper. You don't pitch them your insurance services. I want you to remove the word pitch out of your vocabulary. We don't pitch anybody anything. We offer them to take an action. We invite them to go deeper. We explain to them how we can help them. In essence, what we're doing is we're taking them on a journey and we're inviting them to go to that next level. In 2018, I spoke at 10X. This is a picture of me speaking at 10X. And it changed my life. We did over $250,000 in the first hour of me speaking on that stage. We connected to people all over the world. We had new clients sign up from other countries who couldn't speak English. They would literally call our office and say, Coach Burt, I love Coach Burt. And it taught me something. It taught me the power of a stage. It taught me the power of having a message to give other people the chance to believe the same things that I did. That everybody needed a coach in life. You see, when I spoke on that stage, the first 2 days I was there, nobody knew me. I was so underprepared, I took one guy to sell books to 10,000 people. I walked around Mandalay Bay. Nobody knew who I was. And within 1 hour of speaking on that stage, I got off the stage and I went downstairs and my wife was calling me. She's like, you got to get up here. You got to get up here. You got to get up here. And I'm like, what's going on? Is everything okay? And she said, there's at least 2,000 people in line to meet you. And I went from being unknown to being known. The key to the many is to the one. One relationship can change everything for you. So where I met Cody, and over the last 4 or 5 years, we've helped thousands and thousands and thousands of insurance agents around the world and people in the world through one relationship that started on one stage, that began with one message and one belief. So for you, I want to close out by saying this to you. When you think about what you want to say to the world, there's somebody you are supposed to be helping. Is it kids? Is it single moms? Is it divorced parents? Is it insurance people just getting started in the industry? Is it somebody out there that through some unique experience you've had in your life, you feel compelled to share that message with them? so you can breathe life into them. And through the power of the spoken word, it kept coming back to me. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the Word. The power of speaking life into another person. And how powerful you can grow your insurance agency. And I've watched some of the top people in this industry get on this stage and do it over the last 3 days. And here's what I'm telling you, no matter where you're sitting, if you're sitting all the way back in the back or on the front row, you deserve to be on a stage like this in life. And you deserve to be up here in front of people. And you deserve to share this message and help one to many. And if not you, then who? If not now, then when? I had a 70-year-old woman call me one day who sells insurance. She saw one of my presentations, and she said, crying, she said, "Coach, I've had a book sitting here for 10 years that I'm supposed to write, and God has told me I'm supposed to writing it." And she said, "I heard one of your presentations and watched one of your webinars, and I just keep looking at that book that for the last 10 years I've been supposed to write." And she said, "You have given me the inspiration to pick it up and finish it." And I got a message from her the other day, 70 years old, selling insurance. She said, "Coach, I'm going to finish that book. And I'm going to finish it because you spoke that life into me." And I said, "God's asking you to do it, girl. If not you, then who? If not now, then when?" I want to invite you on a 4-week journey with Cody and I. Cody and I got together and we said, look, we want to help people speak. We want to help them package. We want to help them market. We want to help them monetize. And it's a 4-week course over the next 4 weeks. It starts on Monday. I said, man, let's not mess around. Let's start it on Monday. It's a $97 investment. $97. I said, Cody, we're not going to go in here and pitch these people a bunch of things. We're going to offer them the chance to spend 4 weeks with you and I on how to come up with an incredible concept, on how to package that concept, in how to market that concept, and in how to monetize that concept. And we're going to help them get the message they have out to the market because they have a song inside of them that they're supposed to sing. And we are uniquely qualified to do this. How many of you think you'd take that 4-week journey with us starting on Monday? Raise your hand if you think you'll take that 4-week journey with us. So Cody, I want to bring you up, and I want to thank this. Number one, I want to thank these wonderful people here because they have a song to sing and they have people to sing it to. I want to thank you, my brother, and I want to thank you for bringing me to the 8% nation because these people are some of the best people in the world, and I want you to tell them, man, why they should do this with us.
I appreciate you, buddy. Give it up for Coach Burt one more time, okay?
Thank you. Being a monster is about taking your purpose and distributing it to the world in a very, very high level.
What do you want people to say about your business? What do you want to be known as in 5 years?
And your journey as an entrepreneur is not to achieve this or that. Your journey as an entrepreneur is to become this or that. Because in life, you get who you are.
The more relationships you get, the more money you get. Then the more money you get, the more relationships you get. It just keeps going back and forth. You guys want to surround yourself with high net worth individuals and you will eventually become one. Why? Because of the relationship.
Today, some of you are going to take some action that is going to propel you into the future so much that you don't recognize the person you look forward to later.
If you don't build your dreams, somebody is going to hire you to build theirs.
How many times have you failed? Fail again. Who cares? Just keep failing. Keep failing. You only have to be right one time.
People are counting on you to show up. They're counting on you to grow up. They're counting on you to deliver. They're counting on you to be the best you can be for you. Because if you ain't the best for you, you ain't going to be the best for anybody else, folks.